Step into the shadows as we unravel chilling tales from the crypt of cult horror stories. In the dim glow of eerie mysteries and spine-tingling narratives, join us on a journey through the darkest recesses of the human psyche. Brace yourself for encounters with the supernatural, the inexplicable, and the downright terrifying. These are the tales that lurk beneath the surface, whispered in hushed tones by those who have glimpsed the unknown. Story number 1. Darkness Unveiled. In a quiet town named Shadewood, hidden deep within the woods, a creepy secret lay beneath the surface. For ages, a group called the Nightshades quietly did their dark rituals in the shadows, worshipping an old god that fed on fear. Every generation, the Nightshades gathered in a lonely spot on the edge of town during a rare event, the moon turning completely dark. The locals dismissed it as silly, thinking the weird things that happened during these events were just made up. But on one spooky night, as the moon disappeared, Shadewood felt different. Whispers echoed in the trees, and a weird coldness filled the air. At the heart of the Nightshades' meeting spot was an old altar with scary symbols, surrounded by people in hoods chanting in a strange language. Our main character, Jake, a curious reporter who heard rumors about the hidden cult, stumbled onto the town's spooky secret. Intrigued and wanting answers, he dug deeper into the mysteries surrounding the Nightshades. As the moon went completely dark, the cult's rituals got scarier. Shadows moved strangely, and Jake felt really scared. The Nightshades' leader, someone called the Dark Keeper, came forward from the shadows with glowing, scary eyes. Jake watched in fear as the Nightshades let loose a terrifying creature from their weird worship. It was a monster from nightmares, thriving on everyone's fear. Panic spread fast as the quiet town turned into chaos. Trying to survive, Jake went through the twisted streets, uncovering the town's darkest secrets. The Nightshades, fueled by the eclipse's fear, chased him. He found out that the only way to banish the creature and break the Nightshades' old promise was to face the Dark Keeper and tell the world about the cult. As the moon started to shine again, Jake confronted the Dark Keeper in a scary final fight. With bravery from the town's strength, he told everyone about the cult's bad stuff. The monster, weak without fear, vanished into the shadows, leaving the Nightshades powerless. Afterward, Shadewood began to heal from its ancient curse. The people, now free from the Nightshades, started fixing their lives. But the memory of that spooky night stuck around, a story warning about the bad things that can happen when secrets and old rituals come to light. Story number 2. Whispers in the Abandoned Manor. In the outskirts of a forgotten village, there stood an old manor, long abandoned and shrouded in mystery. Locals spoke of strange occurrences, and tales of ghostly whispers echoed through the nearby woods. No one dared approach the decaying mansion until a curious teenager named Alex decided to unravel its secrets. One gloomy afternoon, driven by both curiosity and a touch of bravado, Alex gathered a small group of friends to explore the haunted manor. As they approached, the air grew colder, and the wind carried eerie whispers that seemed to beckon them inside. Creaking open the rusted gates, the group entered the dilapidated mansion. Dust danced in the dim light as they ventured through darkened hallways adorned with faded wallpaper and antique furniture. A sense of foreboding hung in the air, but the thrill of the unknown kept them going. As they reached the heart of the manor, a grand ballroom frozen in time, the whispers intensified. Alex stumbled upon an old journal that revealed the tragic history of the manor. Decades ago, a family had lived there, driven to madness by a dark force that lingered within the walls. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted, and the air became suffocating. Whispers turned into anguished cries as shadows danced along the walls. The group, now gripped by fear, tried to flee, but the doors slammed shut, trapping them inside. In the center of the ballroom materialized the ghostly figure of Isabella, the daughter of the tormented family. Through mournful sobs, she revealed that the family's curse could only be lifted by confronting the malevolent entity that had trapped their souls. As Isabella guided the group deeper into the manor, They discovered a hidden chamber containing a cursed artifact, a relic that had tethered the spirits of the family to the manor. To break the curse, Alex and the group had to destroy the artifact, facing the wrath of the malevolent force. The air grew thick with tension as they approached the chamber, the whispers escalating into desperate pleas. With a mixture of fear and determination, Alex shattered the cursed artifact. A blinding light enveloped the room, and the tortured cries faded into silence. As the light dissipated, the group found themselves outside the manor, the once haunted structure now devoid of malevolence. The whispers had ceased, and the village no longer bore the weight of the ghostly presence. In the days that followed, the village began to thrive anew, and the manor, now freed from its dark history, stood as a testament to the courage of those who dared to face the unknown. The tale of Alex and the abandoned manor became a cautionary story, warning others of the lingering forces that can trap the unwary in the echoes of the past. Story number 3. Veil of the Forgotten. In the remote town of Ravenshade, hidden deep within the mist-shrouded mountains, a forgotten cult known as the Veiled Ones resided. Unbeknownst to the unsuspecting townspeople, this secretive group practiced a sinister ritual to open a gateway to the otherworldly realm. Emily, a skeptical journalist with a penchant for the supernatural, stumbled upon the chilling truth while investigating the town's mysterious disappearances. Ravenshade, surrounded by ancient forests and cloaked in perpetual fog, exuded an eerie stillness. Emily's pursuit of a juicy story led her to a dilapidated mansion on the outskirts of town, the supposed meeting place of the Veiled Ones. Armed with only a dim flashlight, she cautiously ventured inside. Navigating through the mansion's decaying halls, Emily discovered a hidden chamber adorned with occult symbols. As she observed, the Veiled Ones, cloaked in tattered robes, gathered around a menacing altar. Unearthly whispers filled the air as they chanted in a long-forgotten language, invoking forces beyond human comprehension. Intrigued yet unnerved, Emily continued to investigate, piecing together the cult's dark purpose. Legend had it that the Veiled Ones sought to unleash a malevolent entity, believed to be a harbinger of doom, from the depths of the supernatural realm. As the ritual reached its climax, Emily witnessed the veil between worlds thinning. A palpable sense of dread hung in the air, and shadows stirred ominously. The townspeople, blissfully unaware of the impending danger, continued their mundane lives as the Veiled One's influence cast a sinister shadow over Ravenshade. Determined to expose the cult and prevent the impending catastrophe, Emily delved deeper into the Veiled One's history. She discovered an ancient prophecy foretelling the town's doom if the ritual was completed. The only way to avert disaster was to confront the cult's leader, the enigmatic Veilkeeper, and disrupt the final phase of the ritual. As the appointed night approached, Emily raced against time to gather evidence and rally support from those willing to believe her chilling discovery. However, the Veiled Ones, sensing an intrusion, intensified their efforts to maintain their secrecy. In a heart-pounding climax, Emily confronted the enigmatic Veilkeeper in a desperate bid to thwart the ritual. The mansion echoed with otherworldly screams as the supernatural forces unleashed their fury. The town trembled on the brink of oblivion. In the aftermath of the cataclysmic encounter, the fog that had enshrouded Ravenshade lifted, revealing a town scared by the Veiled One's malevolence. Emily, forever changed by her ordeal, became the town's reluctant savior, a living reminder of the horrors that lurked in the shadows. The story of Ravenshade and the Veiled Ones became a cautionary tale, whispered in hushed tones, serving as a chilling reminder that some secrets are better left undiscovered, and the boundaries between the known and the supernatural are not to be tampered with. Story number 4. Harvest of Shadows. In the desolate town of Withering Hollow, where the sun seldom pierced through the thick canopy of ancient trees, a malevolent cult known as the Harvesters of Shadows practiced their dark rites. For generations, the cult had thrived in obscurity, preying upon the town's desperate souls in exchange for promises of prosperity. This is the tale of Emma, a troubled teenager, unwittingly drawn into the web of the harvesters. Emma, haunted by the shadows of a tragic past, sought solace in the abandoned chapel at the town's edge. Unbeknownst to her, the chapel had become the clandestine meeting place for the harvesters of shadows. One fateful night, as the moon cast an eerie glow upon Withering Hollow, Emma's presence unwittingly initiated her into the cult's sinister fold. The harvesters, draped in tattered robes, surrounded Emma in the dimly lit chapel. Their leader, a figure known as the Shadow Master, promised her respite from her suffering in exchange for a pact sealed in blood. Desperate for relief, Emma reluctantly agreed, unknowingly tethering her fate to the malevolent forces that the cult worshipped. As the weeks passed, Withering Hollow seemed to thrive under an unnatural prosperity. Crops flourished, and the once withered trees regained their vitality. However, the townspeople's jubilation was short-lived, as an ominous shadow began to loom over the town. Unexplained disappearances became the norm, and a pervasive sense of unease settled upon Withering Hollow. Haunted by guilt and suspicion, Emma unraveled the true nature of the harvester's bargain. The cult, feeding on the life force of the town's inhabitants, had unleashed a sinister entity, the Shadow Harvester, to fulfill their insidious desires. The prosperity was a facade, concealing the malevolent harvest occurring in the shadows. Determined to break free from the cult's grip, Emma sought the help of a few trusted friends who had resisted the harvester's allure. Together, they delved into forbidden tomes and ancient lore, uncovering a ritual that could banish the Shadow Harvester and sever the town's connection to the harvesters of shadows. As the group clandestinely prepared the ritual, the harvesters became aware of Emma's defiance. The Shadow Master, enraged by the threat to their unholy harvest, unleashed spectral minions to thwart the group's efforts. In a climactic confrontation, Emma and her friends faced the Shadow Master within the chapel, where the malevolent entity loomed. With a combination of courage, ancient incantations, and sacrifice, they executed the ritual to banish the Shadow Harvester back to the dark realm from which it came. As the last echoes of the ritual reverberated through Withering Hollow, the town's false prosperity crumbled, revealing the scars left by the harvesters of shadows. Emma, forever changed by her harrowing ordeal, became the reluctant guardian of Withering Hollow's dark history. The tale of Withering Hollow served as a chilling reminder that promises of prosperity often come at a dire cost, and the shadows that lurk in the periphery may harbor malevolent entities eager to harvest the souls of the desperate and the broken. If these hair-raising stories sent shivers down your spine, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more bone-chilling narratives. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support keeps the darkness alive. Until next time, dare to delve into the abyss, and may your nights be filled with unsettling dreams. Like, subscribe, and join us in the realm of the inexplicable.